Finally today, the fourth Sunday of Advent, we finally get stories of the prequel of what they call the birth narratives, about Christmas, about Jesus being born. And today's song the canticle we did, and also the Gospel of Luke, is what is also known as the Magnificat, where Mary says, "My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior." And we hear the story of young Mary going to her older cousin's house, to Elizabeth's house, who is also with child. It's going to be the child, John the Baptist. The Magnificat comes after Elizabeth greets the young Mary. "Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb," not the fruit of your loom. Right? So the Song of Mary comes from this purportedly very young, pregnant Mary, who realizes that despite her very young age and her unexpected circumstances of being pregnant, she rejoices in the greatness of the Lord. Young Mary believes that the Lord has looked with favor on her, his lowly servant. I always have to step back after I read these during the week, and I have to contrast it to what we live with in the world. And what a contrast that is for a young woman who may be pregnant unexpectedly and feel that that sense of doom of being pregnant. Here we have two twin pregnancies. We have Mary and Elizabeth. And the way they look at it is it's a double blessing of the Lord. Young Mary's become pregnant with child through some unusual work of the Lord. And Elizabeth has become pregnant despite her age. The Bible kind of tells us that she was too old to get pregnant. But again, the Lord works through her. So the Lord has mercy on those who respect him. And we hear the word fear, on those who fear him. If you translate that, it really comes out to be a deep respect. Thus, this Song of Mary that we heard both in our canticle this morning and in Luke in the Gospel today is all about the respect of the Lord. Through these dual pregnancies, the Lord has shown his strength in the world. The Lord has lifted up the lowly Mary and the lowly Elizabeth. They're just women living in some dusty little town in Judea. But these two women are going to become the mothers of two of the most influential people who have ever lived. John the Baptist and, of course, Jesus of Nazareth. God is now breaking into the world 2,000 years ago. He is doing the same thing he did when he created the world in the beginning. He's now recreating the world through the pregnancies of these two lowly women. So Mary's song also proclaims that the Lord is coming to fill the hungry with good things. The Lord is coming to help his servant Israel as promised. So today, the gospel and this canticle is all about hope and promise of good things to come. The Song of Mary is a joyous song of hope and promise for these two women who deeply respected the Lord, and as a result, I suspect they're the happiest people on the earth 2,000 years ago. But how does the Song of Mary play in our lives today? Do we look at the world like that young, pregnant Mary, full of hope, full of blessings, full of joy? Realistically, again, a young, pregnant, unmarried woman is usually confused and worried at best, and angry and depressed at worst. But not young Mary. Mary proclaims all the promises of the Lord, filling the hungry with good things, coming to help his people. So my question of the day is, will you sing along with Mary's song? After what I saw here this week at St. George's Center with Miss Beckton and others, I have to tell you that I've seen firsthand the promise of the Lord filling the hungry with good things, and coming to his people to help his people. About a week ago, a man named Glenn stopped by right outside the door here. And he told me that he and his buddies had decided to put together some money, and they would like to help somebody at this time of the year, Christmas time. And he specifically wanted to offer money to someone that needed it pretty desperately. And he thought, if anybody had an overdue electric bill, please give him a call. So he left his phone number. About a week later, a lady did stop by and say that she had an overdue electric bill. So through these compassionate people, through Glenn and his buddies, we kind of brokered something so that her bill can get paid. The way I look at it is through these compassionate men, Glenn and his buddies, the Lord is coming to help his people. Another little example happened this week also. A local woman stopped by St. George's and said she had to get out of her apartment. It was unsafe and there were other reasons. And she requested money for security deposit in order to move her family into a newer and a safer apartment. Well, not 3 days later, a woman that I happen to know and work with wanted to adopt a family. She wanted a family that was in need, over Christmas time. And through some discussion, she offered to pay the security deposit. And then after Lynette spoke further to this lady in need, Lynette and her family not only paid the security deposit, but they also paid her first month's rent. Through these compassionate people like Lynette and her family, the Lord is filling the hungry with good things. The Lord has remembered his people. Now, I was simply the go-between Lynette and the lady. So after I handed the 2 checks to the lady for her security deposit and her first month's rent, the lady started to tear up. And when she composed herself, she thanked us and gave us big hugs. And I simply told her, this is maybe once in a lifetime opportunity. But what I thought of later was, that's really God working. And I told her, when she gets back on her feet again, that she can pass that gift forward. Through his lowly servants, the Lord has come to help his people. Because I witnessed these wonderful things this week, I can join in Mary's song, and I can say, my soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Savior. Will you sing along with Mary's song?